I'm really interested in the connections between core strength and the stress system, because one of the things that's always bugged me about, brain-centric ways of dealing with stress is that there are variations on a theme of just don't be stressed. Think about it. You've no reason to feel that way. Your feelings are wrong. Think them through and you will do it a different way. And that's all very well, but it doesn't really work. If you're feeling anxious and stressed, that doesn't really work. And even if it does, it doesn't stop the stress in the first place. So there's a whole load of psychological research about, I'm sure a lot of your listeners will know about the power posing stuff from Amy Cuddy, that, an expanded posture can make you feel more powerful. And Amy Cuddy got a bit of a bad rap, I think, personally, because other research has backed up the idea that posture matters for how you feel, how powerful you feel, how stressed you feel. But I think the thing that didn't stand up to scrutiny was the link she made between those postures and an increase in testosterone and a decrease in cortisol, which is a stress hormone. So that hasn't been replicated. And so, but her research got sort of canned as a result of that, unfairly, I think. But so we're still looking for this mechanism for why posture matters. And we know that it does matter through lots and lots of experiments. And new research has traced the wiring diagram in the body, the neural circuitry between the adrenal glands, which sit on top of the kidneys, and trace that back to the brain to see where it ends up, where these connections are. And they turn up in a part of the brain, the motor cortex, which tells the body, so it informs motor movements. It gets the body moving. And so this is sort of like an Alice band across the top of your head, and the different parts of it represent different parts of the body. Most of the connections from the adrenal gland turned up in the part of the motor cortex that informs movements of the core. So there's something about movement, one, and there's something about movements of the core that is linked to our stress system. And the research that's been done so far can't say for sure which way, messages are flowing. But given that we know that being upright makes us feel more in control, and that when you give people a stressful task to do, and then measure their heart rate and their sweaty palms afterwards, they recover more quickly if they've been upright than if they've been slumped. It would suggest that the core muscles and movements of them are important for stress control. So this is a really interesting area of research that I'm really kind of keen to see what happens next with this research, because, if we have a mechanism, then, I mean, even if that's not the mechanism, if something else turns up, then it's something you can put into practice really, really easily. You can reverse engineer this again. You can notice that you're slumped and that you're feeling awful. And if you need to feel better, that you can change your posture, and that might tell your stress system via your brain that stand down, it's under control, everything's going to be okay. So it's kind of using your body as a tool again to kind of get things under control and not have to think your way through it. So that's something, it kind of resonates with me anyway.